They're doubling the max late models up. Okay, we'll look for the green flag the next time by. First of 4 heats brought to you by Hoosier Racing Tires and Stan Hoover Racing. Keith Berner and Dave Wade bring the field off the 4th turn. And the green is out. It's the Yuengling Lager 76 of Wade with the lead. Johnson moves quickly to 2nd. Berner drops to 3rd. Andrews is 4th. And Rick Heim runs 5th. Dave Wade out in front. Mike Johnson 2nd. Still Keith Berner 3rd. Todd Andrews 4th. Rick Heim. Then Bill Adler, Chris Hackett, Rod Phillips, Lendo Brzezelski, and Eric Myers. Bill Adler on the outside. Adler to the outside of Rick Heim. The drag race for 5th down the front stretch. Adler in the Adler Tree Service 7 moves up to 5th, but here comes Heim in the Schultz 429 back to his inside down the backstretch. Still Dave Wade in front. Mike Johnson 2nd. Heim in the 29 starting to blow a lot of blue smoke. Blue smoke out of the 29 car. Coming right out of the engine on the left side. You can see it billowing out the left side right above the left front tire and out the back of the car. Ricky's still going strong. There's no doubt he can see it from where it's coming on that side of the race car. 4 laps are down. Dave Wade, Mike Johnson with a big lead. Heim slowing down now. Ricky Heim coming into the pits in car 29. Big lead for Dave Wade. Mike Johnson 2nd. Berner 3rd. Todd Andrews trying to close in there. He's still in the final transfer spot in the 42 car. Andrews to the inside of Berner in turn 4. They're wheel to wheel down the front straightaway. 4 laps to go. Andrews and Berner continue their side-by-side battle down the backstretch. Andrews with a forward bite moving up into 3rd. Berner now back to 4th. Adler runs 5th. Still Dave Wade ahead of Mike Johnson. Two laps to go, 2 to go. The Yuengling Lager Specialty Turbine, Tigard Machine and Manufacturing 76. Clinton's Dave Wade has been your leader from the start, taking advantage of that outside front row starting spot. The Morgan Excavating, Chem Oil 2J of Mike Johnson running 2nd. The Andrews Auto Salvage 42 of Todd Andrews is 3rd. Chris Hackett dropping out in car 33H. Chris Hackett to the pits. From just down the road in Clinton, checkered flag is waving for Dave Wade. Mike Johnson 2nd. Todd Andrews 3rd. Keith Berner 4th. Dave Wade picks up the win. Mike Johnson's. Here they come through 3 and 4. The Risco Industries heat race is underway. The green is out as they dive into turn 1. It's Dome into the lead in 1, pushing high in turn 2. And we got a 3-wide scramble off the 2nd turn. It's Zarin down on the inside, Dome on the outside. Barber runs 3rd. Bradish gets shuffled to the back of the 09. Into turn 4, Tim Dome, Jim Zarin wheel-to-wheel for the lead. It's Dome in front, Zarin second, Barbara third. Atala runs fourth in the 84. Brian Laraway fifth, Keith Barber off the low side of turn 2. Moving the Falcone 493X up into second. But here comes Zarin back to the outside off of 4. It's Dome in front. Barbara second, Zarin a close third, Atala fourth, and Laraway, Waring, and Markham. Bradish, left row, and Kitchen. Down the back straightaway, Keith Barber in car 93X closing in quickly on race leader Tim Dome. Certainly a wide groove tonight. Dome up high, Barbara down low, off of 4. Barbara closes right in on the back bumper of Dome into turn 1. Keith able to take that car to the very bottom side off the second turn. The Falcone 493X moving into the lead. Dome now trying to dive to the low side, but Barbara's there to take his groove, take his line. 4 laps are down, 6 to go. Zarin still third, Atala fourth, Laraway fifth, Waring a close 6th. Keith Barber not wasting any time once he's got in front. He is checking out here. Track champion 2 years ago out of South Park. Tim Dome second. The race right now for third. Former teammates Al Atala and Jim Zarin. Zarin trying to hold off Atala for third. Laraway still fifth, Waring sixth. Caution is out for the 17 of Tom Kitchen. To the top side. Barber is down low. They inch up off the 4th turn. And the green is out. No, it's not. Got started a little early that time. At the here they come again off the 4th turn. Rolling along, looking better this time. The green is out. Barber continues to lead, but there goes Dome on the outside. Zarin gets stuck in the middle in turn 1. Atala's up to third. Zarin still fourth, and we got a wheel-to-wheel battle for the lead. Tim Dome up top. Keith Barber down low as they race off of that 4th turn. Barber with the forward bite, edging ahead as they head into 1. Dome still second. Atala now closing in third. Zarin fourth. Waring and Laraway battle for 5th. Waring is 5th in the Kelly Chevrolet number 11. Keith Barber out in front. Jim Zarin with that spec motor under the hood, trying to keep those open motor cars at bay behind him and hold on to the final transfer spot in the 1Z. Two laps to go, 2 to go. Barber has opened up a half a straightaway lead in just 2 laps. 1 lap to go. Out of South Park in the Falcone 4 number 93X, former track champion Keith Barber picking up the Risco Industries heat race. Tim Dome second, Al Atala third, and Jim Zarin takes the final transfer spot in the 1Z. Outside the 5 of George Kowatic, row 2, the 4 of Alex Fareed, the 0 of Chuck Harper. 21, Tony Mussolino, the T8 of Mark Banal. 59, Bill Cunningham. 31, Denny Chamberlain. The 1x1 of Sonny Conley and the 007 of Rick Bond. Got some heavy foots in this one. There's only 4 that are going to make it. Green is out. But all goes quickly to the top side of the T8. Kowatic in the 5-year leader. Fareed in the 4 moves to second. Harper's down low, digging alongside of Flinner for third, and Banal trying to make it 3 wide up top in the T8. Chuck Harper to third, Flinner fourth, Benall fifth. It's Kowatic in front. In the Medical Center Brace 5. Alex Freese 4, second. Chuck Harper third, John Flinner fourth, and Mark Benall fifth. George Kowatic ran so strong here the first half of the season. Has had a lot of misfortune of late. Looking strong here in the early going in this one. The 5 car, the Medical Center Brace Auto House Chevy. 3 laps down, Alex Freese second. Chuck Harper third, and John Flinner right now in fourth. Benall is fifth, Tony Mussolino sixth, then Bill Cunningham, Sonny Conley, Denny Chamberlain, and Rick Bond. Mussolino in the 21 down on the inside trying to pass the T8 of Benall for fifth. Young Tony on the move here. Benall holds him off as Harper closes in on Ferree for second. We're past the halfway mark. Chuck Harper again, now pulling alongside of Ferree for second down the back straightaway. Will to will for that second spot in turn 4. It's still Ferree, but here comes Harper digging off the low side. 2 laps to go. Flinner fourth, the battle for fifth between Benall and Mussolino. One more time around, George Kowatic. The Moon Township driver, the Medical Center Brace, Auto House 5, continues to show the way. Checkered flag waving for Kowatic. Ferree second, Harper third, John Flinner fourth. Benall, Mussolino, Cunningham, and those on back will move into the B mains. State driver Timmy hit from Weston in car 68. Outside the second row in the 1C from Cranberry Township, Lynn Geisler. Row 3, 2 Ohio drivers from Cambridge, the 12 of Doug Dodd, from Raylan, the 7M of Michael Davis, from Wellsburg, West Virginia, the 17 of Lance Elson. Brian Durigan, car number 80 out of Warren. Gary Swiger in the 04 from Weirton. And starting last is the 57 of Don Conley from Brewster, Ohio. Steve Baker, 3 wins on the season here at Pittsburgh. Miley has won the Penn National 100. Hitt has won several in his career here. Lots of big money shows, including both max races last year. He's won the Pittsburgher 100. Geisler's the all-time leading winner here. Here they come off of 4. Baker and Miley are on the gas, and the green is out, and Hitt's not wasting any time. What Baker says, wait a minute. They're standing on it strong in 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Hitt and Baker lead the field into 3. Here comes Geisler. And we got a spin on the backstretch. Don Conley in car 57. Caution for Whalen. Let's see what happens this time. Baker and Miley. Baker not going to go quite as slow. He's going to pick up the pace a little bit over the last one. They're on the gas again, and there goes Mr. Hitt to the low side, and Baker says, no, you don't. It's Miley in front this time, then Baker. Here comes Geisler to the inside. He'll move to second. Baker then hit. Baker rolling up high. Geisler is down low in that battle for second. Miley in front in the Calusi Chevy Broncos machine, number 99. Still Ben Miley, your leader. Lynn Geisler second. Tim Hitt now trying to pass Baker for third. He'll make the pass off of 4. Lance Elson is fifth, and Michael Davis and Brian Durick. Ben Miley picked up the Penn National 100 win here a couple of weeks back. He's in front right now with Lynn Geisler, trying to track him down. Tim Hitt third. The race for fourth now in the final transfer spot. Baker trying to hold off the 17 of Lance Elson, who's closing ground as they head down the back chute into turn 3. Elson to the inside of Baker in the battle for fourth. 4 laps in. Elson makes the pass. He's a car length in front of Baker now as Miley continues to lead. Geisler and Hitt. Elson and Baker. Davis and Dodd. Durick, Swigert, and Conley. Tim Hitt going topside. See if he can close in on those front 2. Timmy Hitt starting to close in on the front 2 of Ben Miley and Lynn Geisler as they exit turn 4. 3 laps to go, 3 to go. Hitt now dive into the bottom off that second turn. He seems to be good up top in 3 and 4. He's on the gas hard. Two to go. Hitt again goes to the outside in turn 3. Ben Miley leading 1 to go. Geisler second, Hitt third, Lance Elson fourth. Off of 2, Hitt now to the inside of Geisler down the back straightaway as they come to the checkered flag. Hitt will slide up in front of Geisler. Geisler trying to get back under Hitt. Hitt keeps her down low. Miley wins it. Hitt second. Geisler third. Lance Elson fourth. GRT chassis. Heat race number 4 goes to the Calusi Chevy. Green is out. Still side by side for the lead. We got a spin in turn 2. Jim Shahan in the 54 car. Caution is out. Caution is out. Tony Sinecrope with the official limited late model sponsor, Advance Auto Parts. Green out. Or is it? No, it's not. Tony, we may have a start. Green is out. Burrows with the lead. Sinecrope is second and closing down the back straightaway. Appolito in the 77 is third. Castelvetter in the 27 fourth, and Steffens in the 84. Walker's Machine 99 of Jesse Burroughs. Showing the way over the Pabst Blue Ribbon 31 of Tony Sinacro. The Ultra Waterproofing 77 of Appolito. And down on the inside comes the Froggy FM 27C of Bobby Castelvetter. Halfway, 4 laps to go. Castelvetter in the 27 trying to run down Tony Sinacro for second. As Rich Appolito has dropped back a bit, the 4th place car in the 77. Castelvetter now right on Sinacro's tail as they head into 1. Checkered flag for Jesse Burroughs. Oh, the drag race for second. Tony Sinacro will wedge out Bobby Castelvetter. Rich Appolito 4th, and Jim Steffens completes the top 5 in the number 84. Tom hails from Carnegie. The 5Y of Kirk Young out of Pittsburgh, the 1 of Neil Eisminger from Washington, the 69 of John Hodgkiss from Kennedy Township, and the 18 of Eric Markle from North Fayette. Advance Auto Parts. Scott Machine Gun in front in the 14G. Kirk Young second. John Hodgkiss in the 69 up to third. And it's Durantz in the 55 and Eisminger in the 1. In the 69 trying to run down the 2nd place car of Kirk Young here. Scott Gunn, your Advance Auto Parts limited late model points leader, showing why. Hodgkiss to the inside in turn 4. Picking up some more ground on Young as they race down the front chute. Eisminger still 4th. Tom Durantz is 5th. Side by side now for second. 3 laps from the finish. Gunn continues to show the way. Hodgkiss now edging ahead in the race for second. The Nigel Auto Solution 69. And the Bridgeville Automotive 5 wide. Coming off of 4, though, it's Young in second and Hodgkiss third. Hodgkiss edging ahead again into 3 and 4. Let's see what happens this time in turn 4. Hodgkiss will be scored in second with 1 to go. In turn 2, Kirk Young back to the outside. He moves back into second down the backstretch. Meantime, it's the Scott Gunn Show. The Subway West Mifflin Collision 14G. Gunn wins it. Young gets second. Hodgkiss third. Eisminger fourth. Tom Durantz rounds out the finishers. Vince Laboon in the 17L will start on the pole outside the 84 of Jim Petrell. 0K Kerry Gasser in the 5 of Rick Megley. On the 84. Your front row. 8 laps for the E-Modifieds. Green is out. Vince Laboon with the lead. Look how we got 2 cars together. They separate and the race is on. Megley moves to second in the 5. Then it's the 0K of Kerry Gasser down on the inside there. Wheel to wheel for that second spot. Gasser makes the pass, and here comes Matika on the inside of the 17M. He moves all the way to third. Megley fourth, then Petrell, and Randy McElhaney to 66 moves by Petrell up to 5th. Vince Laboon in front of Kerry Gasser. Kerry, one of 2 female drivers here. She is moving on. Closing in on Laboon for the lead is Matika and Megley. Run 3rd and 4th. Randy McElhaney is 5th. Laboon still in front. Kerry Gasser draws closer in turn 4. Russ Matika is sitting right behind them. Matika now to the inside of Gasser down the back straightaway. Russ moves up to second in the Bob's Excavating. Keller Corporation 17M. Matika goes to the outside of Laboon at the halfway mark into turn 1. And now he dives down across the racetrack in turn 2. Laboon and Matika. It's Matika into the lead. Russ on a mission trying to get that points lead back. Randy McElhaney now closing in on the 4th place car of Rick Megley. The 5 is still 4th. McElhaney 5th. Jones and Charlier battle behind them. Ken Puglisi in the 48 stops the car at the inside here of the front straightaway right off the 4th turn. Caution is out for the 48 of Ken Puglisi with 3 laps. No go, says our starter. Matika continues to lead the race for second now. Vince Laboon and Kerry Gasser. Gasser off the inside of that second turn. Up into the second slot. Laboon is 3rd and Megley a close 4th here. Jeff Jones still 5th. Daryl Charlier 6th. '68 car of Niederreiter looks like he's got a flat right rear tire. Dennis Niederreiter in the 68 with a right rear tire flat. He's trying to get to off the racetrack, and Frank McGill's trying to pass him on the inside. Fortunately, they both made it through that second turn. 1 lap to go. Russ Matika opening up a big lead here as we come to the checkered flag. Gasser is second, Laboon third, Megley fourth, and Daryl Charlier now pressuring Megley for fourth in turn 4. The win goes to Matika, Gasser, Laboon, Megley, and Charlier will round out your top 5. Our former limited late model driver here at Pittsburgh now going to run in the E-Modifieds here in the number 8 car out for the first time. The V8. Before we get started here, and he does. Fresh hour into the pits. Come your E-Modifieds, and the green is out. Wayne Tassine blasting down the inside of that front straightaway. On the outside, though, it's Ralph Highsong in front. Tassine is second down the back chute. Jimmy Pitcavage in the 1 spins around right behind the scoreboard. Caution is out. Green is out. Oftentimes the outside row is the better place to be, and that was the case there as Wayne Tassine takes off with the lead. Highsong second now, and Chuck Kennedy trying to pass him for the runner-up spot as they head into 3. Broniszewski is fourth, or excuse me, Habadell is fourth in the 28. Damage rider in the 74 running 5th. Points leader Wayne Tassine trying to maintain that 2-point margin on Russ Matika. Matika won the last heat, pick up 10 points. Tassine trying to match that here in heat race number 2. Highsong still second. Kennedy is third and closing in again down the back straightaway. In a big way as Chuck got a real good bite off that second turn. Ralph Highsong still in second, though. Kennedy third at the halfway mark. Habadell is fourth, right behind Kennedy. Kennedy again diamonds off the corner and has a run on Highsong down the back straightaway. Wheel to wheel for second into turns 3 and 4. Kennedy makes the pass for the runner-up spot. Highsong is third now, and Habadell fourth. Two laps to go, 2 to go. Joe Pemberton, J.J. Bamichreiter battle for 5th. Stushadowski, driving the 74 again tonight, and he spins. Stushadowski spins out in turn 2. Caution is out. Green is out. Still Tassine, Kennedy. Habadell moves to third. Highsong drops to fourth. Sadowski's back up to 5th in a hurry in the 74. And here comes Joe Pemberton right behind him in the 98. 1 lap remaining. Tubbs Automotive, Cost Realty, Woodruff Carbs, 10 out of Austintown, Ohio. Points leader Wayne Tassine picks up the heat race win. Chuck Kennedy second, Kurt Habadell third, Ralph Highsong fourth, and Stushadowski 5th. They've been doing a lot of landscaping up around there, moving some dirt here and there. So go up and see the Challenger Raceway a week from tomorrow night, August 10th. $5,000 to win for the late models, 40 laps, 30 lap specials for the E-Mods and Pure Stocks, racing at 7:30. Jake Simmons in the 68X is your leader. Craig Kamiker in the 72B trying to take that lead as they head down the back straightaway. The 4 of Sean Bryan runs a strong and close third. Bob Betts in the 81 is next. They're all running together here as they race off of 4. Craig Kamiker out of Hopewell, your new leader. Simmons second, Sean Bryan pressuring him there. Bob Betts and Larry Marks are will for 4th. Betts in the 81, Marks in the 17. Willie White, who started last, is up to 6th. Larry Marks now to 4th. Sean Bryan still 3rd. Willie White moves to 5th. Bob Betts in the 81 out of shape. He straightens it out. Ronno Patchen gets a pass or 2 down the backstretch in the 51 car. The race for 2nd now. Simmons, Bryan, Marks, and White all running together there down the front straightaway. Big lead for Craig Kamiker. Coming to the halfway mark. Four laps to go. Look at Willie White going. Willie White all the way to 3rd. There's some serious bite off the inside of that 2nd turn if you can catch it right. Setting all the divisions here tonight. Wee Willie now moving to 2nd. He's come from last. White to 2nd, Simmons 3rd, Marks 4th, Bryan 5th, O'Patchen a close 6th, half a straightaway lead for the 72 of Craig Kamiker. Ronno Patchen passing Sean Bryan for 5th. Checkered flag for Craig Kamiker. Willie White from last to 2nd. Larry Marks will edge Ronno Patchen for 3rd. Jake Simmons gets 5th. Darrell Steele, the points leader in the 1R. 69B, Brian Bannis. The 10 of Nick Kachuba. And the 45X of Greg Swagger. Green is out. John Kane out in front, the drop of the green. Schwartzmiller is 2nd. Frank Schneider Sr. 3rd. And Joe Anthony and Jeff Ronaszewski, Brian Bannis, and Darrell Robeson all running together, as the Eisminger Pennzoil Pure Stocks normally do. Schwartzmiller really picking up the pace. His first year in the Pure Stocks, only run about the last month, moving out of the Amateur Stock division. And getting things figured out here as he closes in on race leader John Kane III. Frank Schneider Sr. right now doing a good job as well. The first time he's been in a car for a while here, the Mach 5, subbing for his son Frankie Jr. Joe Anthony still 4th. Darrell Robeson moves up to 5th. Schneider got a little loose down the back straightaway, and they're ganging up on him for third now. Still Kane in front, Schwartzmiller second, Schneider, Robeson, Anthony, Broniszewski, and Brian Bannis all running together as well. Halfway, 4 laps to go. Schneider again almost spins out coming off that second turn, but he straightens it out. I think Daryl Robeson might have helped straighten him out. Broniszewski now to the outside of Robeson. Anthony above Broniszewski. Look out, the paint is flying off of 4. He's still going racing. Daryl Robeson all the way to third now. The Morrow Motors 1R, your points leader. The Mach 5 second in the point standings. Frank Schneider Sr. Look out, Frank. He's having a heck of a time getting off the corners. And that gas pedal may be a little too hard. It's Kane in front. Schwartzmiller second. Robeson third. Broniszewski fourth. Brian Bannis now in the 69 car. Trying to move up to fifth. 1 lap to go. 1 remaining. He's been in front from the start. John Kane getting the win. Bob Schwartzmiller second. Daryl Robeson third. Jeff Broniszewski fourth, and Brian Bannis picks up fifth in car 69B.
Hang on, let me start over again.
Sixth, starting 8th. Nick Garin Memorial. Our judge, Max Junior Racing Club Fan of the Night, Zachary Stone, age 3 from Midway. Green is out. Bill Robertson, your points leader, is out in front too, and Davey Lee is second. Bill Robertson still in front. Davey Lee second. Josh Langer's 11 is third. 27 Jim Moore. 22 Robbie Torrens, and the 21 of Ian Tomine. It's about 3 wide for third, coming off of 4. Halfway. Davey Lee staying right with race leader Bill Robertson. These two have had some pretty good battles of late. Josh Langer, so with his share of wins this year, running third. Then teammates Robbie Torrens in the 22 and Ian Tomine the 21. Checkered flag is waving. Bill Robertson will win it. Davey Lee second. Josh Langer third. Robbie Torrance fourth. Ian Tomai fifth. Then Jim Moore, Tim Fulmer, Shan Walters, and Butch Lewandowski. At the cone the next time by, we'll turn the Max Late models loose for the Basil Oil B Main. All inching the field around the Speedway. This looks like it's going to be a slow start. Let's hope everything goes okay. They are inching. And now they start to come off the fourth turn. I see problems. Green is out. But all blasts into the lead. Tony Mussolino moves quickly to second in the 21. Adler is third. Phillips is fourth. Bill Cunningham moves up to fifth in the 59 car. Mark Benall, your leader. Tony Mussolino second. Adler still third. Phillips fourth. Closing in fifth is Cunningham in the 59. Off the wall. Bill Adler in the 7. Into the wall. The car won't turn. He flattened the tires when he hit the wall. Look out. Oh, everybody just gets by. Green is still out. It may change to caution here, and it does. On. With Adler dropping out, Phillips is now third, and Bill Cunningham sits in the final transfer spot in the 59. Another slow start. They start to accelerate. Looking good at the cone. The green is out, and off we go. Still Mark Benall, your leader. Tony Mussolino, but here comes Bill Cunningham. Cunningham flies to second. Mussolino third. Phillips is fourth. Chris Hackett is fifth. Down on the inside, Rod Phillips in the 1P trying to pass Mussolino for third. Tony holds him off through 1 and 2. Phillips closing again down the back straightaway. Hackett still fifth. They come through 3 and 4. Mussolino still third. Phillips fourth. Cunningham second, and Benall out in front in a big way here. Get ourselves a fast track tonight. They're getting a hold of a lot of it out there. Mark Benall has definitely got his car handling much better than he did earlier in the evening. The T8, the Mag Shop Malquit Racing engines. The Rocket continues to lead at the halfway point. 5 down and 5 to go. Bill Cunningham second. Tony Mussolino third. Rod Phillips trying to hold on to the final transfer spot. Denny Chamberlain now moving up to fifth in car 31. Chamberlain and Hackett battling for fifth, but they need to get one further. They need to get to fourth. Benall out to a straightaway advantage. Denny Chamberlain now trying to run down the fourth place car of Rod Phillips here in the closing laps of the Basil Oil B Main. Two laps from the finish, 2 to go. The lead for Benall continues to expand. He is flying. He may be fun to watch come feature time because he'll be starting back in about the 17th spot, I believe, if he can hold on for the win here. 1 to go. Chris Hackett now back to the inside of Chamberlain as they battle for fifth. Rod Phillips trying to hold on to the final transfer spot right ahead of them on the 1P. He left no doubt about that when Mark Benall picks up the win in the Basil Oil B Main. Bill Cunningham comes from 6th to 2nd. Tony Mussolino 3rd. Rod Phillips 4th. Chamberlain, Hackett are next. But all your winner. And then the other spot, the 26th spot, will go to the top Pennsylvania Motor Speedway late model driver in points that fails to qualify. After this race, 24 cars, and Gary Swiger and Tom Kitchen and Don Conley. Green is out. Into turn one, Baker on the outside with the lead. Waring second. Doug Dodd on the outside of Waring trying to come around for second. It's still Waring second, Dodd third, Laraway fourth, Bradish fifth into turn one. The Farm Used Auto Parts Zero, Steve Baker standing on it down the back chute as your leader. Waring still second. Right now, Laraway trying to get under Doug Dodd for third. It's Dodd third and Laraway fourth. Bradish fifth. Ryan Markham to sixth in the 5M car. Dodd gets high in turn two. The Tess and Dane special. Brian Laraway to his low side, but Dodd will hold him off down the backstretch. Still Steve Baker. Bob Waring Jr., Doug Dodd, Brian Laraway, Lou Bradish, Ryan Markham, Michael Davis, Jim Lepro, Tom Kitchen, Don Conley, and Gary Swiger. The Outerwears Pre-Filters B main, 4 laps old. Caution is out. Restart alongside. Doug Dodd third. Brian Laraway right now holds on to the final transfer spot. The 2 car is fourth. Back racing. The green is out. Look at Brian Laraway. He'll follow Baker the second. Oh, but Laraway slips and Waring goes back by him down the back straightaway. And here comes Doug Dodd hauling it into that third turn. Good thing he had some brakes. Laraway finds himself back now in a dogfight for fourth as Bradish is to his inside. Laraway fourth and Bradish fifth. Baker is your leader. Doug Dodd trying to pressure Bob Waring Jr. for second in turn four. It's still Waring second, Dodd third, Laraway fourth, and Bradish fifth. 4 laps to go. Baker is turning it on again. Don Conley in a 57 into the wall, and he's still going. Conley, I don't know if he can steer the car trying to get her to the pits on the back straightaway. He made it. Watch the battle for second. Waring and Dodd. 2 laps to go. The West Virginia Rim Rider out of Fairmont, Steve Baker, in the fast lane with 1 lap remaining. Bob Waring Jr., the Kelly Chevrolet number 11, trying to hold off the persistent challenges of Doug Dodd for the runner-up spot. Here comes Baker to take the checkered flag. Second is tight. It's going to be Waring by a car length. Dodd third, and Laraway is in to the silver anniversary Nick Garin Memorial. Brian Laraway getting the final transfer spot in car 2. Doug Dodd third, Bob Waring Jr. second, and Steve Baker. the Max late models for the AFCO Racing Products Dash. Didn't look good. Mr. Faree jumped the gun. Testosterone flowing out there right now. Green is out. Faree with the lead. Atala is second. Keith Barber a close third as they head into turn 3 and 4. And it's a scramble. Mike Johnson, Lynn Geisler, Tim Hitz, Todd Andrews, and Chuck Harper. Johnson up across the racetrack in front of Geisler. Geisler back under Johnson down the backstretch as they race for fourth into 3. It's Faree in front, Atala second, and Barbara third. Mike Johnson and Lynn Geisler continue to race wheel to wheel. Todd Andrews now back around Hit. Andrews running 6th, Hit 7th. Down the back chute. Barbara closes in on Atala for second as Faree. This car likes this racetrack. Is your leader. Atala gets way high in turn 4, and here comes Barber to the low side down the front stretch into turn 1. In turn 2, Barber and Atala using it all up. Barber makes the pass. Atala drops to 3rd. Johnson is 4th, and Todd Andrews is the man on the move. He's up to 5th. Geisler is 6th. Hit is 7th. Harper is 8th. Alex Faree opening up a lead here in the Franklin Racing Supply 4. Keith Barber is second. Now Atala third. Mike Johnson closing in 4th, and Todd Andrews, your fast qualifier, started this race 7th, is now 5th. Geisler 6th, Hit 7th, Harper is 8th. 2 laps to go. 2 more laps to go. Groove definitely looks wide tonight. Faree staying right in the middle. Barber has been down on the bottom. Atala's been up high. Johnson sort of middle groove. Andrews has been moving around. 1 lap to go. 1 to go. Brought this car out of the box and put it in the winner's circle last Saturday. He wins the dash tonight. Alex Faree. Keith Barber will start second. Atala third. Johnson 4th. Andrews 5th. Geisler 6th. Hit will start 7th. And Chuck Harper 8th. 1, Neil Eisminger. 77, Rich Appolito. One Eisminger, 77 Appolito, 69 Hotchkiss, 27 Castelvetter, the 5 of Young, 31 Synchrope, 14 Gunn, 99 Burrows, 55 Duratz, Jim Shahan in the 54, Eric Markle the 18, and Jim Steffens in the 84. Your Advance Auto Parts limited late models 20-lap feature. You can shop online at advanceautoparts.com. Green is out. Oh, Eisminger, the pole sitter, comes right up the racetrack in front of Appolito, and we got a wreck. It's a wonder that we have a wreck involving the whole field. Neil Eisminger, the limited lates, hoping for a smoother start this time. Green is out. Neil Eisminger in the 1 is your leader. Rich Appolito second. Racing hard for third, the 14 of Scott Gunn, the 27 of Bobby Castelvetter, and the 69 of John Hodgkiss is fifth as they race off of 4. 1 lap down. The Bud Bear Pontiac Buick GMC. Eisminger's Pennzoil. Sam's Play Zappy Oil 1 of Neil Eisminger still in front of the All-Pro waterproofing. Lucan's Phil Lucan, NSI Contracting 77 of Rich Appolito. Froggy FM, ARL Trucking 27 of Bobby Castelvetter third, and it's the Subway, West Mifflin Collision 14G of Gunn. The Nigel Auto Solutions, Hodgkiss Construction 69 of John Hodgkiss is fifth. Scott Gunn gets high off the second turn. John Hodgkiss closing in. Meantime, Rich Appolito is right now putting the pressure on race leader Neil Eisminger. Bobby Castelvetter third. Appolito to the inside of Eisminger into turn 1. Still Neil Eisminger, Rich Appolito, and Bobby Castelvetter. A 3-horse race here in turn 4 with 14 laps to go. Gunn is 4th, Hodgkiss 5th, Kirk Young 6th, Tony Sinecrope 7th, Jim Stephens 8th, and Jesse Burrows 9th. Castelvetter now works underneath the 77 of Appolito, or tries to, as they head into 3. Down off of 4, Castelvetter again to the low side, trying to pull alongside the 77 of Rich Appolito. Still Neil Eisminger in front. Rich Appolito, who was just pressuring Eisminger for the lead a couple of laps ago, now has his hands full for second as he tries to protect that inside lane. Well, more laps to go, 12 to go. Things are tightening up again as they head down the backstretch into turn 3. Neil Eisminger by just a car length. Rich Appolito and Bobby Castelvetter, you could cover them with a blanket. We close in on the halfway mark. Scott Gunn trying to make it a 4-car race here in the 14G. Hodgkiss is 5th. Halfway, 10 laps to go. Here comes Appolito. He'll take the lead. 9 laps to go, Rich Appolito. Making the pass of Neil Eisminger. Castelvetter gets by Eisminger. They're first and second now. Eisminger back to third. Gunn is 4th. Hodgkiss 5th. Castelvetter trying to take the lead away from Appolito. Look at Scott Gunn in the 14G. Maybe the best Advanced Auto Parts limited late model feature of the season. Scott Gunn to third now. Eisminger drops to 4th. Hodgkiss is still 5th. We're 7 laps from the finish. Rich Appolito starting to pull away. Gets a little high though in the second turn. You can see the car wanting to push. Castelvetter closing back in ever so slightly down the backstretch. Rich's car tight in turn 4, and here comes Bobby right back behind him. 5 laps to go. 5 to go. Eisminger now all the way back to 5th in the 1 car. Bobby Castelvetter pulls alongside of race leader Rich Appolito. 4 laps from the finish. In turn 2, Castelvetter trying to pull alongside and nose ahead down the backstretch in the Froggy FM 27. They're wheel to wheel into turn 4. Castelvetter, your leader now, with 3 laps to go. Bobby looking for his 3rd win of the season. He's the 3rd different leader in this race. The ARL Trucking Froggy FM 27C, and now he's pulling away with 2 laps to go. Rich Appolito 2nd, Scott Gunn 3rd, John Hodgkiss 4th, and Tony Sinecrope is 5th, as Neil Eisminger has fallen all the way back to 7th. Something definitely gone away on the 1 car. He loses another spot. Final lap. This car is really loose, like something may have broken the back end suspension-wise or something. It may go back to that very first lap when there was contact between he and Rich Appolito. Well, it took him a while to get to the lead, but once he got there, he is driven off. Bobby Castelvetter wins his 3rd Advanced Auto Parts Limited Model Feature of the Year. Rich Appolito 2nd, Scott Gunn 3rd, John Hodgkiss 4th, and Tony Sinecrope 5th.
That was pretty impressive. Now, it took 18 laps before you got by. What a battle, you and Appolito.
It's just great racing with these guys every week. Oh, nice and clean. It's fun. This way it should be.
It's your 3rd win of the season, and it looks like the car is running perfect.
Yeah, we just don't touch it. And it keeps running better.
Sounds like a good game plan. Now, there's somebody going to win $400 and some here. I want you to pull a number at. $1 for a purple ticket, 53695. What would Bobby Castelvetter consider a good year?
I like to win a championship, win a couple more features, and finish with a whole piece of car.
Well, you're in pretty good shape. Where are you in the point?
3rd.
We want to congratulate you on a good run. You might be on your way to that title.
Let's hope so. I have to say thanks Penny on the floor and Shelton Excavating, ARL Trucking, Froggy, and all the rest of my crew and family. My Uncle David's here from Louisiana. He's
Okay, congratulations to Bobby and Uncle David.
All right, again on the 50-50 number was 5353695. If you have that number, go down to the Speedway office. 535.
Let's get ready to rumble! Y'all ready for this?
send off the Max Late Models, your silver anniversary Nick Garin Memorial. Alex Ferree in car 4, Keith Barber in car 93X, pacing the 26-car field. The Nick Garin Memorial Silver Anniversary 40-lapper for the Max Late Models is underway. Look at this 3-wide scramble for the lead off of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Barber and Ferree side by side into 3. Italo running 3rd. He gets high in turn 4. Here comes Todd Andrews in car 42. He'll move to 3rd. Italo is 4th. Johnson 5th. Alex Ferree still your leader, but Keith Barber nipping at his heels now to the inside again as they race into 3. Andrews 3rd. Italo 4th. Johnson 5th. Geisler 6th. Hit is 7th. Kowalik 8th. 2 laps down. Alex Ferree maintains the lead. In fact, it's grown a bit. Todd Andrews trying to close in on Keith Barber. It's still Barber 2nd, Andrews 3rd. Italo 4th, then Johnson. Tim Hitt now to the outside of Geisler into turn 1. Hitt and Geisler wheel to wheel as they exit turn 2 down the back straightaway. Hitt on the move up to 6th. Kowalik to the inside of Geisler. Andrews to the low side of Barbara. 4 laps down. Ferree, your leader, Barber is 2nd, but Todd Andrews has got the forward bite coming off the inside of the turns, and he'll move up to 2nd, the Max all-time leading winner. Now to 2nd, trying to close on Alex Ferree for the lead. 5 laps down, 35 to go. Andrews closes in another car length or 2 on Ferree. Todd really hooked up coming off on the low side. Looking him gather up Ferree by another car length or 2 into 3. Off of 4, it's Ferree up high. Andrews down low. Ferree is still your leader, 7 laps down. Off of 4 again. Andrews pulls to the inside of Ferree as they head into 1. Side by side in 2. Todd Andrews edging ahead, and he'll take the lead down the back straightaway on lap 9. He was your fast qualifier tonight, and we got a wreck up in turn 2. It's like the 99 of Miley and the 11 of Bob Waring Jr. This track in the 1Z. Alex Ferree on the inside, Todd Andrews on the outside. Andrews coming from 5th to 2nd, had the lead, but the lap did not count. It was not completed. We're back racing into 1. Andrews showing that he's not only fast downstairs, he's fast upstairs too. Look at Timmy Hitt, thread the needle in car 68. Hitt in the middle of another sandwich off of 4. Andrews out in front. Faree second. Barbara third. Atala fourth. Hit is back to fifth. Johnson is sixth. Mark Banal, who won the B main and started 17th, is up to 7th. The T8 up to 7th after starting 17th, and he's going forward again. Hit's got a flat tire. I think there was contact between Barber and Hit on the previous lap. The caution may be out here soon for the 68 of Tim Hit. Yeah, there it is. He's come from 17th to 6th. Here we go off the 4th turn. Green is out. Andrews still your leader. Faree second, then Atala, Barbara, Banal, and Johnson. Mark Banal around Keith Barbara and under Al Atala. Banal to third. Mark Banal now closing on Alex Faree for second. Todd Andrews is your leader. Faree holds off Banal through 3 and 4. But coming off of 4, here comes Mad Mark to the inside. Into 1. Banal slides up in front of Faree for second. Atala's 4th, Barbara 5th, Johnson 6th, Harper 7th, Dome is 8th, Berner 9th, and Kowanek runs 10th. Half a straightaway lead for Todd Andrews. Mark Banal to second. Al Atala now underneath Alex Faree, trying to move up to third. Mike Johnson trying to pressure Keith Barbara for 5th. Atala and Faree continue their serenade wheel to wheel. It's going to be Faree 3rd and Atala 4th off of 4. Todd Andrews by half a straightaway over Mark Banal. Andrews starting in 5th. Once again, Alex Faree still 3rd, Al Atala 4th. Mike Johnson and Keith Barber continue their side-by-side battle. And here comes Chuck Harper. Atala now to 3rd. Mark Banal trying to close in on Todd Andrews. We're closing in on the halfway mark of the Nick Garin Memorial. Al Atala 3rd, Alex Faree 4th, Keith Barber 5th, Johnson 6th, Harper 7th, Dome is 8th, Berner 9th, and Kowanek still runs 10th. Say the man on the move right now is the 84 car of Al Atala 2. The Hunters Peterbilt American Environmental Service 84 is on a rail. He's got the hammer down, trying to close in on the 2 leaders. We're going to have a lot of traffic ahead of Todd Andrews here in just a moment or two. If this stays green, things are going to get interesting. 59 car of Bill Cunningham looks like he's got some smoke coming up from under the back of that car. Maybe tire smoke, as it seems to happen in the turns when the body's rolled over. Like you're rubbing on that right rear. 20 laps remaining. 20 to go. We're halfway through. Andrews, Banal, and Atala have separated themselves. Faree by himself in 4th, Barber 5th, Johnson 6th, Harper still 7th, Dome 8th, Kowanek and Berner are side by side for 9th and 10th. Kowanek to 9th. Todd Andrews lapping. The 007 of Rick Bond. Into the pits goes the 1Z of Jim Zarin. 1Z Zarin pitting. Fire under the hood of the 59 car. Fire under the hood of the 59 car. Caution is on the Speedway. Bill Cunningham in the 59. "21 laps are down." We thought it might have been tire smoke, but it looked like it's a little more than that. Laps to go. Todd Andrews brings the field back up to speed. Down the back straightaway, Andrews pulled away by several car lengths, but all in hard. Pushes a little bit. Here comes Atala to the low side of Benall. And Chuck Harper, who backpedaled early, now trying to pass Alex Ferree for fourth. Chuck Harper running the bottom side of the racetrack. Wheel to wheel with Alex Ferree for fourth. Harper making it work. He moves up to fourth. Ferree is fifth. Barber sixth. Kowalik seventh. Johnson eighth. Elson ninth. And Berner 10th that time by. Chuck Harper having his best run by far here at Pennsylvania Motor Speedway. George Kowalik has found that low side too as he dives underneath the 93X of Keith Berner. Talk about grooves changing on the racetrack. Sure, right now the bottom side may not be where you want to be. But who can argue with the 2, 3, 4 cars out, or 3 guys out in front as they run the middle to the top? Todd Andrews, Mark Benall, and Al Atala. "15 laps to go, 15 to go. Trying to win his 16th career Max feature. Eldred's Todd Andrews. Atala again closing back in on Benall for second. Harper's by himself in fourth and Ferree in fifth. Kowalik and Barber continue their side-by-side race. For sixth. Down the back straightaway, Barber and Kowalik. Nip and tuck, Atala and Benall side-by-side now. Atala, right, oh, contact, they slap sides right at the flag stand. Benall not going to give up that second spot easily, that's for sure. Eleven laps to go. Benall starting to smoke. Smoke from behind the T8 car. Smoke from behind the T8 of Mark Benall as he runs second. Into 4. Watch Chuck Harper, the zero, formerly double zero. Closing in on both Atala and Benall. Benall slides up. The left tire may be flat. The left rear tire may be flat. Remember, there was contact between he and Atala just a couple of laps earlier coming down the front chute. Mark Benall. "31 laps are down. Caution is out for the T8 of Mark Benall." 2-lap rule for Mark to change the tire. Nine laps from the finish. The silver anniversary Nick Garin Memorial. The green is back out. Al Atala, he was second here in the Penn National 100. running second right now. Todd Andrews still leads. Chuck Harper third, Alex Ferree fourth, and Barbara fifth. Keep your eyes on the 0 car, ladies and gentlemen, down on the low side of the racetrack. Harper alongside of Italo for second. Lost it in 1 and 2, but man, he was flying through 3 and 4. He's still third. Get him come through that 3rd and 4th turn. Todd Andrews opening up the daylight another time in the 42 car. Al Italo running second. Lots of jockeying around in the second 5. Kowalik, Elson, Flinner, Berner, and Bradish now into the top 10 in the 09. 5 laps to go as things settle down out in front. Doug Dodd slowing down in car 12. Doug Dodd pitting in the 12th car. Lance Elson dives to the inside of George Kowalik in the battle for 6th. They're side by side off a 2 down the back straightaway. Italo looks like he's making up a little bit of ground through the middle part of the turn, but we've only got 3 laps to go, and Andrews keeps that momentum as he keeps the 42 car rolling around the top side. They have left Chuck Harper behind now. Harper third. Alex Ferree fourth, and closing back in on Harper. John Flinner, meantime, starting to come forward. Late race charge. He's around Lance Elson. Up to 7th is Flinner. One more lap to go. 1 to go. Todd Andrews looking for his 16th career win with the Mid-Atlantic Championship Series. And his 2nd career win here at Pennsylvania Motor Speedway. He'll win the silver anniversary Nick Garin Memorial. Al Italo 2nd. Chuck Harper 3rd. Alex Ferree 4th. Keith Barbara 5th. Kowalik 6th. Flinner 7th. Bradish 8th. Elson 9th. And Keith Berner 10th. How about it, folks? He's won the Pittsburgh 100. Now he's won the Nick Garin Memorial. Todd Andrews.
When we talked earlier, I said I'd see you over here.
Must have been a good omen, huh?
Yeah, we'll have to talk more.
That's all right.
16 wins, pretty impressive. Now, you said earlier that it was a new car. You brought it down to check it out. Did it pass the test?
Yeah, I was quite impressed myself. I've only ran the car twice, and you know, being fast qualifier, it gave us a chance to run the dash, try something, you know, hot laps, just everything. Every time I went out, I put something different in it, and I think I learned a little something in the dash and just give it a little bit more, and she was good.
Now, when there's a caution, what's your mindset, especially if it's a prolonged caution, you're leading the race, what do you try to do?
I'm thinking, what a pain in the ass.
and what's the guy behind you thinking, right?
Yeah, he's thinking, I got a shot at him now, you know, and that's the way racing goes.
You couldn't see behind you, but Mark Bunnell passed 17 cars, but when he got up to you, he couldn't get any closer. I think that was as far as he was going to get. Now, you picked up $4,000 for the win, and Jack Lentz from the Challenger Raceway added an extra $100. Maybe you can feed the crew on the way home.
Yeah, you know, we stay right in the truck, so maybe we buy a little food for the truck, you know.
Now, you've been a big winner down here before. You won the Pittsburgher. Obviously, this car's dialed in. If everything goes right, is this a car you'll bring back later, or do you have, what's the plan?
Yeah, I compared to what it was the other car 2 weeks ago, this is by far a better car from what I've seen tonight.
Now, there's going to be a big race up at the Challenger Raceway next Sunday. Is there any chance you might be up there?
Yeah, we definitely plan on going there.
Well, congratulations on win number 16.
Appreciate it, thanks.
Okay, put your hands together for Todd Andrews. Want to mention, if you enjoyed the race tonight, we have a crew here from We're Going Racing, and this will be on next Sunday's show. Tomorrow at 9:30 on Fox Sports Net, you can catch a rerun of one of our previous shows. That's We're Going Racing, Sunday mornings at 9:30. Also want to remind you that Rapping on Racing.
Modified for their 15-lap feature, and the green is out. Rick Megley takes the lead in car 5. Ralph Hysong second. Kurt Habedel third. And Vince LeBoon and Chuck Kennedy. Russ Matika is 6 now in the 17M. Megley out in front with a healthy advantage. Habedel still second, Hysong third, Kennedy fourth, now LeBoon fifth, Matika is 6th. Harry Gasser 7th. Wayne Tassine passing Gasser for 7th. She is 8th. Charlier 9th. 3-car battle for 10th between Jeff Jones, Dust Shadowski, and Randy McElhaney. Wayne Tassine down on the inside of the racetrack, picking him up and putting him down. He breaks into the top 5. Tassine to 4th. Megley in front. Habedel second. Tassine moves to 3rd. Ten laps to go, 10 to go. Race right now for 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th between Ralph Hysong, Chuck Kennedy, Russ Matika, and Daryl Charlier. Wayne Tassine closing in on the 2nd place car of Kurt Habedel. Megley still your leader. Tassine now inside of Habedel trying to move to 2nd. Matika gets some bite down the back stretch of the 17M. He and Hysong are wheel to wheel for 4th and 5th. Matika now 4th. Hysong 5th. Megley's lead is shrinking as Wayne Tassine, who started 12th, closes in. Halfway, 7 to go. '44 car, Frank McGill into the pits. McGill pitting in the 44. Off of 4, Wayne Tessine down low, challenging Rick Megley for the lead. We've got a car stopped in turn 3. 66, Randy McElhaney. It's off the racetrack in turn 3 to bring out the caution. Back into the pits. Let's see what happens here with 6 laps to go. Green is out. Rick Megley leads him into turn 1. Wayne Tessine went outside, now dives to the inside. Look at him go. Off he goes with the lead. Megley second. Here comes Habital down on the inside. So is Matika down low in the 17M car. Habital moves to second. Chuck Kennedy up to 4th in the A1. Lots of slicing and dicing here. For second on back. Wayne Tessine trying to win his 6th of the year and 3rd in a row. And that means if he wins tonight, he will start dead last next week. Chuck Kennedy on the outside, moving to 3rd around the 5 of Megley. Charlier now to 5th in the 12 car. Wayne Tessine by a straightaway. The battle right now is for 4th, 5th, and 6th between Rick Megley, Daryl Charlier, Russ Matika. 2 laps remaining, 2 to go. Charlier nosing ahead of Megley for 4th. And now Matika to the low side of Megley for 5th. 1 lap to go. Wayne Tessine trying to win the hat trick, 3 in a row. Russ Matika to the inside of Charlier, moving to 4th. What a scramble they've got going there. 4th, 5th, 6th continue to battle around the racetrack. Out of Austintown, Ohio, his 6th of the year. 3 in a row for Wayne Tessine. Kurt Habital second, Chuck Kennedy 3rd, Russ Matika 4th, Daryl Charlier 5th. Wayne Tessine.
I have good news and bad news. The good news is you won 3 in a row. The bad news is, guess what?
Yeah, I know. Next week we got to start last.
They're going to start you in the pits, and then you can come out. First 9 laps, Ricky Megley running pretty good. You were reeling him in. How did you match up prior to the caution? What was the game plan?
We was catching them pretty good. I thought maybe I could get him on the bottom. The bottom seemed like there was a little more traction there, and he kept coming down. Not that he was, he was doing what he was supposed to do. So I just thought, we'd run in. If we run in a little harder, he'd slide up and we'd get him. I really wasn't sure. He was running good, so, I would have been happy with second.
It's one of those deals when you're second, you like that yellow flag. When you're leading, you don't want any parts of it.
That's true. A lot of times the cautions work in our favor. Last week they worked in our favor. This week I think they did too. So a little bit of luck's all part of it.
I guess the real test will be next week.
Yeah. Hopefully there's a few cautions in that, and we're not one of them. So.
We've talked many times about your dad, premier engine builder, had a lot of drivers in his cars, but I got a feeling he's probably enjoying this more than all the other drivers put together.
I think. He said something here a month or so ago. He said, if you didn't want to do this, he says, I'd probably quit. So makes me want to try a little harder, I think. So.
Well, we want to congratulate you, and we have some good news. Folks from We're Going Racing are up there, and probably next Sunday you'll be in the highlights.
Sounds good. Great to hear that.
How about a nice hand for Wayne Tessine?
racing. Caution is out. Not a good start. Complete restart. Well, actually, we never got the race originally started. This time everybody stays in their line, and the green is out. Brian Bannis is your early leader in the 69B. 68X Jake Simmons, 1R Daryl Robeson. Uh-oh, Bannis in the 69B gets out of shape. Hold on, Brian. Don't wreck now, boy. We got a whole bunch of race cars around you. The classic Chevy 69B gets it straightened out just in time. Robeson is your leader. Schwartzmiller to second. Broniszewski in the 3 now. Kamiker in the 72 third. Broniszewski fourth, and Simmons runs fifth. Bannis in the 69B almost wrecking again. We got two cars hooked together. They separate now. The 36 of Poljak and the 51 of Opachin. Craig Kamiker off the inside of that second turn like a rocket ship. He's your new leader in the 72. Robeson second, Schwartzmiller third. Here comes Broniszewski to the low side of Schwartzmiller. The 3 car moving up into the third slot. It's a battle of Beaver County for the lead. Kamiker in the 72 and Robeson in the 1R. Broniszewski sits in third. The battle continues. Look at this scramble we've got coming off of 4. Craig Kamiker hitting his marks lap after lap off the inside. Usually the pure stocks can't get to the outside quick enough. Tonight they're making tracks on the low side. Kamiker in front of Robeson. Foster at third. Jake Simmons fourth. Down on the very bottom comes the Willie White 55. He moves all the way to fifth. Craig Kamiker maintains the lead. Willie White nosing ahead of Jake Simmons for fourth. Greg Swager slowing down on the racetrack in the 45X car. He pulls to the top of turn 3. And will stop. The caution is out. Greg Swager in the 45X. We're not halfway yet, so it's a double foul restart. Green is out again. Craig Kamiker jumps on the gas. Daryl Robeson on the outside. Willie White edging ahead of Jeff Broniszewski for third. Broniszewski pulls back even down the back chute. Uh-oh, look out. We're going to have a wreck now. John Kane in the 68. It could have been a lot worse. Excuse me, Jake Simmons in the 68X ends up against the gate. Caution is out. 8 laps to go. Let's try it again. Craig Kamiker and Daryl Robeson. Bring the field up to speed. Kamiker opening up a big lead lead there after one lap on the restart. We're halfway now, 7 to go. Robeson still second, Broniszewski third, White is fourth, and John Kane fifth. Larry Marks sixth, Bob Schwartzmiller seventh, Sean Bryan eighth, Joe Anthony ninth, and Ronno Patchen just ahead of Ian. We'll look out the 10 of Nick Kachuba. Does a 360, not quite a 360. It's a 180 on the back straightaway. Caution is out. They're rocking and rolling in 1 and 2. Bob Betts in the 81 is sitting down there. So is the 17 of Larry Marks. Saturn in the parking lot, ERR 0157. The license number, it needs moved. Green is out. Now the caution is out. Green is back out. Craig Kamaker continues to work around the low side of the racetrack. Darrell Robeson second, Jeff Broniszewski third, Willie White fourth, and then it's John Kane. Four more laps to go. Do you believe Craig Kamaker has not won since opening day? He's had a few skirmishes along the way and some DNFs, some hard wrecks too. Last year he won 5 times. And we've got the 33 car of Mike McKee bringing out the caution again off the top turns 3 and 4. Kamaker protecting that inside. Robeson still second, Broniszewski third. Willie White and John Kane wheel to wheel for 4th and 5th. It'll be White 4th and Kane 5th into 3. Two laps to go. One more lap to go. Junix Towing, Morley's Auto, Advance Auto Parts. 72B of Craig Kamaker, trying to win his first since back on April the 5th. He will get it done in the Eismingers Penzo Pure Stocks. Darrell Robeson second. Jeff Broniszewski third. Willie White fourth. John Kane was fifth. Craig Kamiker.
I was here and watched you win opening day. I was in the race the night you got turned upside down. Things are looking up here. You're back in victory lane.
Yeah, we finally got the car working. Been a while. It hasn't been the same, though, but it liked the bottom tonight. Some moisture down there.
Well, you're always fast, but Lady Luck has not been in the passenger seat.
Not this year. No, anything that could go wrong can go wrong. We tore it up, changed all the frame, everything. I mean, we had to cut the frame out and cut the motor out around the frame. That's how bad we tore it up the last time.
You probably aren't aware of it. I don't think you're old enough. The significance of winning this race. It's the Nick Garin Memorial. The track is in its 25th year. And when you put your trophies on the shelf, this ought to be the one in the middle.
Yeah, we like winning on trophy night for some reason. So I like it.
Well, congratulations on a nice job. Craig Kamiker picking up his second win of the season, doing a nice job in the number 72.
96 Davey Lee, 1B Bill Robertson, 0 Tim Fulmer, Jen Walters in the 44, Butch Lewandowski the 59. In Tomine, the 21 out to the early lead here. Jim Moore second, Robbie Torrens third, Bill Robertson fourth, and Davey Lee fifth at the end of lap one. Tightening up behind Ian Tomine. Jim Moore still second, then Robbie Torrens, Bill Robertson, and Davey Lee continue to race side by side. Robertson gets under Torrens and tries to move the 1B into third. Davey Lee dives to the low side in the 96. He's still fifth. Tim Fulmer a close sixth in the 0. Halfway. Bill Robertson now moves to second. Robbie Torrens dives to third. Jim Moore is fourth, Davey Lee fifth, Tim Fulmer, Butch Lewandowski, and Joshua Langer all running right together there. Davey Lee trying to pass. Look out, Butch Lewandowski in the 59 gets it slowed down. Looks like he's headed to the pits. He can find his way in there with all the rigs parked back there. And he squeaks in there. Green stays out with less than 2 laps to go. Final lap, Ian Tomai looking for his 3rd win of the year. And that's what he'll do. He'll go wire to wire. Bill Robertson 2nd. Robbie Torrens 3rd. Davey Lee 4th. And Jim Moore holds on for 5th.